Vocalize is a device for freelancers suffering from telephobia that helps them deal with their social anxiety issues when talking with clients through their phone or other voice chat methods by altering their speech in real time to appear more humorous, polite, confident, happy, or enthusiastic. Recently, the freelance market has been catering more and more to younger workers. Although there are many reasons why one might turn to freelance, being able to avoid regular office interactions can be a huge benefit to people suffering from social anxiety in particular. Freelance work, however, can still call for verbal communication through phone calls or voice chat to help clear up project details, which can be especially intimidating for these individuals. Over the past few weeks, our group has developed a number of digital artifacts to speculate how a device that could artificially alter your tone could, in the short term, relieve stress and help them deal with anxiety, but would ultimately lead to amplifying or ignoring the root of the problem. We've placed our product in the context of a tech company that has existed for a couple of years, that takes feedback from their customers to implement new features that cater to their needs. We've made our first model simple, with little functionality, so it could give us room to explore the gradual shift in responsibility, ultimately creating a final model with a multitude of conversation solutions. Each product page goes over their new features and how they could be used to help in different situations. Vocalize's first model simply has 3 modifiers for humor, politeness, and confidence, and its product page just briefly goes over how it works. Vocalize's second model shows how the product could be designed to further integrate it into the home environment that freelancers work in, while also adding new tone modifiers for mood and enthusiasm. Again, we're trying to hint at this gradual shift in agency by giving less responsibility to the person using this. Vocalize's current model adds even more features designed to get users out of bad situations. These take the form of a simple switch they can use to generate an automatic apology, or to imitate signal disruptions to make the call quality bad. By implementing these easy fixes, we want to question whether social anxiety is something that can or should be solved with something as simple as the press of a button. The feedback pages show customer comments for each model and was a way for us to show the cause and effect relationship between customers and the company. For example, in Vocalize 2's feedback page, someone wrote that they still needed to sound like they know what they're doing. Because of this, Vocalize implemented the fluff modifier, which fills their speech with buzzwords and complicated terminology to make them sound more professional. We also designed an example list of setting presets that Vocalize could suggest to help deal with a few generic client types. For example, lowering politeness and raising confidence for a stubborn client. We mocked up a couple Reddit posts to further explore the implications of the product. One shows how it could be used during a phone interview and how Vocalize may not always represent what you really want to say. The second shows how people using this product might share information with each other, over time finding out what works and what doesn't. This also gave us an opportunity to show different opinions on the product and why people may or may not agree with the idea behind it. Lastly, we developed 2 scenarios, further exploring how Vocalize could affect the lives of the people that use it. Our first scenario addresses a freelancer juggling multiple clients and projects at once who turns to the internet for help. The second criticizes how even with all the functionality Vocalize brings, communication flaws will still find a way to surface, creating bigger problems compared to if they haven't used it at all. With all of these, we hope to provoke some thought about the complexity of social anxiety. Being able to artificially alter your tone could definitely be seen as a partial solution, but it won't be able to fix their in-person communication skills. Social anxiety is something that needs gradual and consistent effort to get over, and is a much more difficult challenge to overcome than simply adjusting a few knobs or pressing a few buttons.